When most people hear the word minimalism, they picture stark white rooms, empty shelves, and a life stripped of color, comfort, or personality. But true minimalism isn't about simply owning less or living with deprivation. At its heart, minimalism is about focusing on what matters most. It's a conscious choice to clear away distractions, clutter, and obligations that don't serve us, so we can make space for the things, experiences, and relationships that truly enrich our lives. Minimalism invites us to examine our habits and our possessions with curiosity rather than judgment. Why do we keep that drawer full of tangled cords or those clothes we haven't worn in years? Often, it's not the physical items themselves, but what they represent: memories, aspirations, or even guilt about letting go. By recognizing these attachments, we begin to understand that minimalism isn't about having the least, it's about choosing with intention. Imagine walking into a room where everything has a purpose or a story. There's a sense of calm, and your mind isn't pulled in a dozen directions by visual noise. This environment isn't sterile or cold. Instead, it feels alive because each object is there for a reason. Minimalism, then, is about creating this sense of peace not just in our homes, but in our schedules, our relationships, and our minds. We live in a world that constantly urges us to acquire more clothes, more gadgets, more commitments. We're told that happiness is just one purchase away, or that being busy is a badge of honor. But this endless pursuit often leaves us overwhelmed and disconnected from what we truly value. Minimalism offers an alternative: the freedom to say no to what doesn't align with our priorities, and to say yes, wholeheartedly, to the things that do. Consider your calendar. Are your days filled with obligations that drain your energy, or with activities that light you up? Do you spend time with people who nurture your spirit, or do you find yourself spread thin, trying to please everyone? Minimalism encourages us to protect our time as fiercely as we protect our most prized possessions. By cutting out the non-essential, we make room for deeper connections, meaningful work, and moments of rest. Minimalism also provides clarity. When our lives aren't cluttered with excess, it's easier to see what we truly love and need. This clarity can lead to surprising discoveries, perhaps a passion for painting that was buried under a pile of unused craft supplies, or a renewed appreciation for quiet evenings with family. In focusing on what matters most, we uncover our authentic selves. Of course, minimalism looks different for everyone. For one person, it might mean owning just a handful of carefully chosen outfits. For another, it could be a